See the problem number 13 from the exercise of your textbook. Coefficient of static friction between a coin and gramophone disc is 0.5. Means coefficient of static friction is given, mu s is 0.5. Radius of the disc is 8 centimeter. Means here they given radius of the disc. Let I use small r. Initially, the center of the coin is 2 centimeter away from center of disc. Now pay attention. The distance of the coin from the center of the disc. Okay? At what minimum frequency will it start slipping from there? By what factor will the answer change if the coin is almost at the rim? And here they given one thing, g is equal to pi square. We have to take g and pi square same. Okay? Now pay attention here. Let I write the given. Coefficient of static friction 0.5. So radius of the disc we use capital R. Why capital R? Because pay attention, this is a gramophone disc. Okay? On that disc a coin is there. Again here it's a coin. And the distance of the coin from the disc is 2 centimeter. So this is 2 centimeter. As disc rotate, this coin also rotate like this. So I consider this 2 centimeter as a smaller. Okay? 2 centimeter you can see here. And capital R is the radius of this gramophone disc. So they are in the centimeter, we converted into the meter. So we can use the formula. This V is equal to under root mu Rg. Now what we have to find out here? You can see here, at what minimum frequency will it start slipping from there? So when the coin is rotating, we have to find out frequency at which this coin starts slipping. Okay? And one more thing, by what factor will the answer change if the coin is almost at the rim? And the same coin we can place at the rim. Okay? If it is placed at the rim, then by what factor the answer change? That also we have to find out. Now here the formula is V is equal to under root mu Rg. Now V is equal to R omega, that we know. We substitute here R omega. Then omega we can write by transferring R to that side, right hand side. So omega is equal to under root mu g by R. When we transfer this R inside the square root, we can write like this well. So mu R g by R square. Then R get cancelled. So only one R is there. So this is the omega. And omega is 2 pi into frequency. Omega is 2 pi into frequency, this formula. And we have to find out frequency. We have to find out frequency. So N1 we have to find out. We transfer 2 pi to that side. Okay, so N1 is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root mu g by R. So that 2 pi also we can send inside the square root. So it is 4 pi square. Okay. So this is the formula which we have to use. I hope you understood how we get this formula. Now in that formula, we have to substitute G is as G as it is. G and pi square, they are same. So we can cancel G and pi square. So you can see here. Okay, mu divided by 4R in a root is the formula. Okay, here we can cancel G and pi square. Now after solving this, now let's see what we get. So it is 50 by 8. So 50 by 8 means 100, root 100 by 16. Okay. Root 100 by 16. Root 100 is 10 and root 16 is 4. 10 by 4. 10 by 4 means 2.5. So we get the answer 2.5. Okay, I hope you understood. So we get the answer 2.5. You can see here 2.5 we get. So this is the frequency. Now one more thing. By what factor? Now second thing we have to find out. By what factor the answer change if the coin is at the rim? Okay. When the coin is at the rim, so the radius. So listen, radius is we have to take as a capital R. So this is the radius. Means here we are taken small r as a 2 centimeter initially because coin is a midway between center and edge. Not midway, means in between. Now we have to take the radius 8 centimeter and we have to solve for the frequency. We get the answer. Okay. Now let's see. When the coin is at the edge of the gramophone, then radius r is 8 centimeter. Now the same formula. Okay. Under root mu g upon 4 pi square r. Same formula which we use in the previous part. Now we substitute this r as a 8. Then after solving this, you know that here this g and pi square get cancelled. Okay. 0.5 divided by 32 and this 10 raised to minus 2 shifted up, so 50 divided by 32 in a root. So we can multiply it by 2 to 50 and 2 by 2 to the 32. So we get 100 by 64. 100 by 64 is 10 by 8 is the second frequency. So we get second frequency 1.25 revolution per second. Okay. So this is the second frequency, but we have to find out by what factor the answer changes. Okay. So means N2 we have to find out in term of N1. So N2 by N1. So N2 is 1.25, N1 is 2.5. So it is equivalent to 1 by 2. So we can write here N2 is equal to 1 by 2 N1 and this is the answer. Okay. By what factor the answer changes? That we have to find out, and that factor is the 1 by 2.